I would cry almost every day, telling my wife I feel like I am dying. It's not something that you say lightly, I imagine. At least I've never said it lightly. I actually meant it every time I said it because that was exactly how I felt. So this morning I went down to Alicante, to the hospital, to my gynecologist. He is a breast expert. And well, he looked at all my stuff and then called the lab for the biopsy. We do not have a name yet, but we know it's a monster. It's an official monster. And nothing. I'm looking at a double mastectomy. The choice was between hundreds of rounds of chemo or radical mastectomy. I chose mastectomy. I really don't give a crap about how I look. I'm 50. I'm good in my life. I'm not vain. I don't care. I don't have an body image that I need to go through rounds and rounds of chemo that destroys my body, destroys my health, destroys my mood and my life. Take it. I don't care. Take it. And then, given that I'm carnivore, given that my blood work is quite exceptional, I don't seem to have metastasis. The stage is stage 3. My lymph nodes, auxiliary lymph nodes, are clear. And I just had, for my other reason, for my other illness, for the glomerulopathy, I just had a CT scan of thorax and abdomen, and that came back clear. So for now, they're not investigating whether I have other metastasis, which seems to be unlikely, which is good, and probably due to the carnivore diet, because this thing here, I went to a doctor to have it checked out 14 months ago the first time, and I've been carnivore for 10 months. So I only attribute the fact that I'm still alive to the carnivore diet. Because before starting the carnivore diet, I would cry almost every day, telling my wife I feel like I am dying. It's not something that you say lightly, I imagine. At least I've never said it lightly. I actually meant it every time I said it because that was exactly how I felt. I said, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm dying. I had already seen doctors, and as usual, test here, test there, nothing comes back conclusive. I don't know up, I don't know down, left and right. No one really cares. Oh, you're making it up. You can't really make up a feeling like I'm dying. It's just not something you can make up. You cannot really make up not having the strength to go to the bathroom, given that a few months prior you were running 2 to 5K a day here in our nature with the dogs. You can't make up that you go from being a hyperactive person, super sportsy, super in love with life, despite everything that I have faced in my life, which is not little, and yet suddenly I can't do anything. But doctors tend to look at labs that they're trained to look at, not at the person they have in front of them. And my gynecologist, 14 months ago, ordered a mammography because he felt a 1.5 centimeter lump on my breast that was extremely obvious to anyone. The report also said that it had irregular edges, which is usually not a good sign. But the mammography said that besides the calcification, there's nothing else to be seen, and he sent me away. When I asked him, shouldn't we have a biopsy to check out what it is? He said no. I asked, should we come back in a while to check? He's like, no. Can I go to another doctor that might take care of this? Like, his answer was like, well, I don't know. And after that, I had all the troubles with my kidneys. I had that kidney failure, then I had my biopsy that ended up in severe bleeding that put me in forced rest for over 40 days. And it took a while to get the courage to go back to a doctor and show them this. I went to, I think, a traumatologist because I thought maybe it's in my pecs, it's not in my breast. They said, no, it's in your breast, go to the gynecologist. The gynecologist sent me away. Then someone sent me to a general surgeon. The general surgeon sent me away again. I went back to a dermatologist, sent me away. Desperate, someone else told me to go to another general surgeon, and he finally said, it's not my business, but it's my colleague's business. So I'll call the nurse right now to make an appointment with him. I had an appointment within a few days, and within a few hours, they did so many tests on me that I had everything done: mammography, ecography, biopsy, MRI, and of course they all came back, it's cancer. As I said today, I went to see the specialist, and yes, I'm not going to do rounds and rounds and rounds of chemo. I love my body, I want to keep it. And I know that there's only 3 things that feed a cancer, and that is glucose, glutamine, and stress. I took away glucose a long time ago, or at least from my diet, obviously, because we do make glucose. I have not taken away stress, but I'm really working at getting better. The situation we have in our house is quite complicated because I'm caring for my mother that is fully invalid. And between me and my wife, we have no other help. And that's tough. My mother is not correctly present mentally, and that makes it also difficult. And I just started taking away glutamine as per Siegfried's protocol and Tip's protocol, adding fenbendazole to my protocol. Some people might say I'm crazy. Probably 2 weeks ago, I would have said I'm crazy too. But unless you can put yourself in my shoes, you just can't have an opinion about that. I didn't have an opinion about that, and now I do. And I do know that I want to keep living. I just enjoy life too much. And there's just too many things to do and discover and share and learn. Learn especially. Experience. I will have to tweak even more my stress content. I'm a polytraumatic kid, so in my experience there's a lot of trauma in my family, in my life. Lots of things that really went south. And many things, despite my age, despite being a psychologist, are just hard when they are marked as PTSD. But the carnivore diet helped with that a lot. And my spiritual practice is helping with that a ton. So these are the things that I will rely on and believe that my life is just in the best hands there is, because there's no better hands than nature that created me. So I will keep you updated. I'm doing my Keto Mojo 3 to 4 times a day right now because I want to learn exactly what raises my glucose and what raises my ketones and how much fasting I need. This morning the results were fantastic. I had 56 glucose and 4.5 ketones, which is really good considering that I had dinner last night. I'll keep it up that way. I'm gonna starve this bastard until they take it out, probably in 2 weekish time, once I have all the pre-op tests done. And I will keep you posted on whether this stuff really works, how it works, because now I have it firsthand. There's nothing better than first-hand experience, right? And I was blessed with yet another really fringe part of my life. So you keep it up and let me know how you're doing. And for the rest, I'll talk to you soon.